Let's just do the roof deck first, I guess. Maybe we'll spot some bits on the sides as we go around. Sometimes it's easier to see from an angle when you're not looking directly at it. So a little bit there, for example. A bit up on the actual corner. Let's see what we're dealing with here. A lot of bits around the bottom of the railing, actually. Tiny things like that shouldn't really hold it back. They will, but they shouldn't. Almost done the deck. Hey, Sarah Arthur. Welcome. What's up? This is up. We are cleaning a boat. Thankfully, we have cleaned just one little bit more. This roof wall is bugging me. I'm gonna guess there's just a little bit that I haven't done on the outside. Let's see what we can find. Down the back here. Oh, does this count? Ah, this probably counts. Bit of the back here. I was only doing this long distance, so that makes sense. How long have I been streaming? You mean this session or total? This session we've been going just over 2 hours. Total, few years. Not contiguously, obviously. Started a few years ago. Mostly, well, let's jumped, fell down. Mostly started streaming just so I could record speedruns. Because the Twitch highlights are really useful for cutting things down to size without having to be good at video editing or have a computer that is capable of it. Quite handy. Let's get these bits here. So this is technically cabin, it seems. Doing great efforts. Thank you for thinking so. We do what we can when we can. We don't get much chance to stream, but I try and do so when I can. We are not even part-time, we are casual. Let's get this railing. Spotlight is nearly done. I'm not sure what's remaining. That apparently. That works. This game is interesting and mind relaxing. It is. I do enjoy this game a lot. That's why we are doing this as a challenge. So, in case it wasn't clear by my choice of washer, I am completing the campaign using only the basic washer that you start with. I've purchased extensions, but I have not purchased replacements, so... Things take a long time, but it's fun. You just have to think a lot more about what you're doing and be much more careful about it. A lot of red nozzle work. Especially in these later levels. Like, we've only got like 2 levels to go or something now. Took us a while to get this far. But it's just pleasing, because with the Pro Washer, it kind of starts to feel far too easy. Like, it's still a challenge in terms of getting the right angles and things like that, but everything's just a bit too much of a breeze. Now, using only this washer, it's a bit the other direction. It's more of a slog than it should be. I think a more reasonable one to use would probably be the heavy duty as opposed to the Pro. The Pro makes it too easy, the heavy duty seems a good balance. Basically, the basic washer is great until you get mold or rust. And on this boat, there's a lot of mold and rust. Thankfully we have a turbo nozzle and extensions where required. Okay, the door hinge is not separate. The window is separate. There we go. You on this platform think to start art streaming soon on Twitch? Well, good luck with that. A lot of people do have a lot of success with that. My main piece of advice would be don't give up, basically. Like, if it's something that you want to do, stick with it. As you can see, I do not have much of an audience, but I also do not care. I do this because it is fun. Even if I'm speaking to myself most of the time. I would be playing games and speaking to myself anyway, so I may as well broadcast it. Art is your passion? Excellent. I briefly dabbled in doing a bit of digital art. I've never figured that I would stream it, that's for sure. One of my favourite channels to watch is Cerulecat, who does art on stream as well as play games such as this. He was playing through PowerWash Simulator as well. He's a good, chill dude. I tend to go for pretty relaxed content. Which is not necessarily what's mostly successful, so you will probably find that you don't get a hugely active audience when doing things like that, but sometimes. If you're doing art, I would suggest you could do things such as taking suggestions, you know, channel point redemptions for doing a short, like, 10-minute sketch or something. Things to engage an audience. Can be a very versatile platform. Unfortunately, the barrier to entry, while low in terms of doing it, is quite high in terms of having an audience. And obviously it's a pretty saturated market. The most important thing is to enjoy what you're doing. Because people can kind of pick up on that, I think. That said, some popular content seems to be specifically people watching people play games that they are getting frustrated at. You get the whole rage content, which I'm not a huge fan of myself, but it takes all sorts. It's a weird supply crate. Which is apparently not clean enough. I missed. So the bridge trim. We did finish that, like, roof wall, didn't we? Yeah. Bridge wall, apparently we're missing a few bits. Not quite sure why. Bridge wall is only the back here. Okay, so there's bits up here along the crease line and down here, it seems. Oh, supply crate looks like it's... Ah, here we go. This angle. There we go. Nice. I don't see where the wall is still dirty. Maybe a bit of an angle down here? Nope. Apparently there. I couldn't actually see any dirt there, but it was worth a try spraying there. So... fairly appropriate music for the subject matter. So this is algae and bird poo apparently, so let's see if we can get rid of this without using the red washer over everything. If it's not moldy, then we can. Excellent. Finally! Finally a section we can do using just the yellow. And straight back into the mold once we hit up onto the wall, but that's fine. This is a slight reprieve. Hey, and it even dinged. Excellent. Okay. So that's the bridge trim, apparently, which does also continue all the way around. Spotlights. We've got a lot around here. I can't even remember if I did the other side of this, come to think of it. Railing though. Underneath, perhaps? Probably the other side still. Railing here. Any social media platform? I do have a Discord. It seems that my bot is dead though, because normally that should work. A bit sick. Yeah, normally that would work. I don't do much on Discord, it must be said, but I am meant to have a link. Username is the same, but until they make changes... I also don't accept friend requests as such. You know, more than welcome to join the channel, but I don't generally do friend requests per se. I'm mostly in Discord for speedrunning, moderation, and communities. Oh, that'll be why bridge trim isn't done, because I haven't done this whole side here. Yeah, I don't know why the Stream Elements bot keeps dying. Like, I need to log in every single time it seems. It just times out or something, I don't know. It's probably because I'm using OBS to record, but I use the Stream Elements bot. I can't be bothered changing to use CloudBot or Nightbot or anything. Well, no, it is CloudBot, isn't it? Yeah, Nightbot. I can't be bothered shifting things over. Maybe someday. Because yeah, unless you're using Streamlabs OBS, I think the bot just dies every now and then. I do wish that Twitch just had its own command system built in, but so far as I'm aware, it still doesn't. How they've gone this long without just having a Twitch bot, I have no idea. I know they really want to push, like, real engagement and stuff, but at the same time, quality of life of having a bot to just give commands and stuff, you just can't match when it works. I thought I'd done this bit for some reason. Maybe I only did it on the right hand side there, so it looks like it might be clean around the corner. Almost there. If I could have a bit that actually dings when I expect it to, that would be great. But today is not that day. To be fair, I can see a few bits along here that aren't quite clean. But it's going to make me hunt, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Cool. No, that wasn't too bad. So that's cabin trim. That bridge railing is also done. The spotlight is done. That bridge railing is done. That spotlight is done. For some reason I thought that was lacking. I think we've managed to work our way down to the cabin. Excellent. Well, let's start from the back here. Cabin wall, first of all. Really like to at least finish off this whole cabin block before I take my next break at 1. But we shall see. So you can see mold flash up on the thing. Oh, good. So I know that the yellow will not be sufficient. But this whole big cabin thing. Or not cabin thing. Box thing. Catch box. Oh, of course. Yeah. It is a fishing boat after all. It's good that edge didn't have anything on it. And rust, and mold, and everything else. Yep. Okay. At least with the sun where it is, I get a good reflection so I can see if I've missed anything. Just gonna bang my head on the mast probably. Unfortunately, Catchbox is just one giant piece again. The doors are separate, but scratch our way down. Off the mast, I guess, at this point. Work our way back. Okay. Nice. Getting there. Did I add you? No, I have not been on Discord because I am busy doing this. While I am streaming, I am not doing other things. I have Discord minimized, I have Chrome closed. This is dedicated gaming time. Having to pay a lot of attention to this. Not really, but... You ask one quick question. You just did, but you can ask another. You can always ask whatever you like in Twitch chat. You just might not get an answer. Or it might not be the answer you like. But you can always ask. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Let's try and get this door. Handle is not separate, it seems. It's a bit of a shame. Use any graphical stuff? I'm not sure what you mean, and I don't know why I would. My main presentation for the channel is the game that I am playing. And then I have accessories, being my camera if I feel like having it on, which I usually do these days. And sometimes an overlay displaying the music I'm playing. Either Pretzel or Winamp at the moment. I don't know why I would need anything else. This is not a social channel, it's a gaming channel, so the main thing is showing the game window, and as much of it as possible. I know some people like to have big fancy overlays with surrounds and all sorts of things. I don't care about all of that. Just feels like distractions to me. That's not what I'm about. Ding. It's the sort of thing that's just a personal style choice. Some people like it, I don't. And I'm not going to do anything on my stream that I don't like. And I imagine that for all the people that do like seeing that sort of thing, there will be at least as many people who don't like seeing that sort of thing. So, I am here for those that don't like that sort of thing. We like to keep it simple here. Cool animated logo, no. Based on my face. Yeah, right. My face is not really suitable for logos. Banner and socials, don't care. I'm not that social. Literally the only social that would be relevant would be... I mean, there's Discord channel, but I barely use it. Twitter, I occasionally remember. I've been trying to remember to put a thing. Fairly sure all of that information is underneath. Anyway, if I've shared it, it should be underneath in the main Twitch description anyway. There's no need to... Like, you can't even click it if it's on the screen. You can just look at it. Fairly sure I've got social stuff in the description. YouTube channel's the main one, which is just exactly the same channel name, so it's pretty easy to find. There, we like to keep it simple. It's not like I have time to do this as a full-time job. I already have a full-time job, and then I have a part-time job, or a second full-time job, which is being a father. So I don't have time to do this. Catchbox is almost done? Is it just something over this side? We're just spraying and praying at this point because, there we go, because I couldn't really see what was still left unclean. Okay, please wall, don't be moldy. Okay, well most of it wasn't, so that's good. Post your photo on your social. Why? This channel is not about me. It's about the games that get played. Imagine that the main reason people would appreciate it is any amount of the commentary that I give on the game, not what I look like. And I also generally don't care what other people think that I should do. Because it is, after all, my channel. If you're going to start your own channel, you can do all of that on your own channel, and I wish you luck. Have I heard of freak waves? Sometimes. Spear out of nowhere, even on a calm sea. Yeah, it's probably because a whale just breached or something. Good, there's the window. Door handle is not separate. Some kind of constructive interference of wave patterns or focusing of wave energy, indeed. Thanks, Mr. Boat Owner, for that little tidbit of oceanographic information. What is remaining on the door? Ah. There we go. I mean, there is a reason why previously I have been standing back with the turbo nozzle instead, because that gives me a bit of a better coverage. Nice. Yeah, figures. So, maybe this doesn't have mold on it. Yeah, it does. Not the whole thing, though, to be fair, so... focus my efforts. I'm gonna guess the life buoy I'm gonna have to actually spray in behind it as well. It's gonna be really annoying on those bits. Oh, okay. The hooks are apparently separate. But I only cleaned one of them. Go figure. We'll get a different angle on the other one. Okay, Windows wanting to be stubborn. remember I've got to go really slow over these windows. Something about the blue texture just takes forever to clean. There's another hook. The top one I'm going to have to do from underneath, I'm going to guess. 10 minutes until my break. Don't think we're going to finish off the whole cabin somehow. Turbo doesn't seem to be working very well, so it's always a bit weird when it's crossing over the curve of this. Let's just go back to this. Yeah, the turbo nozzle doesn't fare well against these angles, unfortunately. Just kind of deflects weirdly, I think. Okay. Let's try and get the back side of this life buoy done. And underneath. There's the hook done. Don't know what more. There it is. The wall is going to be slightly not done underneath it. And there's the mole. One nice big clean patch in the middle there, but the rest of it's pretty abysmal. Corner's cleanest. Just makes us feel good sometimes to just get a bit of progress like this. I know I'm gonna have to go over the rest of it again. Hey, 42% though. Let's get the other side of that. Oh, that's all part of cabin as well, okay. Alright, let's try and do these windows at least. I don't know if that was better or worse than when I've been using the turbo. Yeah, much different. On hook. Nice. Get right in behind it. Other side. And underneath. There we go. these cabin windows done at least. 5 minutes. We're almost halfway there on the job overall, which is a good start. Unfortunately, that means we're probably not going to finish it this weekend. Tomorrow I'm probably not going to get a full stream in. Nice. It does seem to be working better than when I've been trying to use the turbo from further away, just for these windows and stuff. Okay, the cabin itself now. Let's work our way around. Almost done everything that's actually on the main body, isn't we? Like, the interior? I wonder if the last half is pretty much just going to be the hull. I think that's what we're getting towards. I seem to be missing stuff right in the fold there, even when I'm just going up and down over it. Not quite sure why. Yeah, that's right. Got this whole front bit that I didn't do. I just washed it. I didn't clean it. Getting closer, but not as close as I would like. There's my alarm. Well, that's a shame. Can we at least finish the cabin? There's cabin and there's cabin trim. Didn't realize there was actually a difference. I was not paying attention. They're both nearly done. We're just going to have to do a fair bit of just spray and pray, I think. Yeah, there's just random spots, and it's a case of, well, let's see how much of it I have to do before it gives it to me. There's really not much, though. I mean, maybe there's more on the other side. Yeah, it seems we missed a fair bit down here. There we go, that was enough for that. Now, what's going to be enough for the cabin itself? At least in the shadow we can see when it lights up orange when I hit tab. It's not entirely clear why it wasn't considered clean in the first place, because I can't really see any defect until I hit tab, but once I do, it's there. Is it because of the bits behind the life buoy screwing it up? I tried to get in behind, but there might be more bits. Let's try around this one. I don't see anything though. Come on, game. And this is why you give me smaller sections, so I know where to look. I wonder if it's because there's like a bit of a fold or something that actually goes underneath the trim bits and stuff that just ends up not being fully clean unless you get just the right angle. Spam tab. Come on, game. Oh yeah, because I can see a bit of dirt underneath there. There we go. Some random part of that was apparently still required. Okay, so the only thing that's left on the top is the hatch. Everything else is just the hull. So we know what we're going to have to do next time. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it. We're not going to keep going on this just now. Time to take a break, have some lunch. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time with the other half of this job.